Okay, I thought I'd share with you guys today what I've got set up for one of my witchy boxes. So this person said they like really loose clothing and they like earth tones. So I'm giving them this very flowy green dress with black lace. This dress was given to me, so it didn't cost anything, and it's in the size that the person is, so that's great. They also like all purple wildflowers, so I'm giving them this wall art. This wall art cost me about 15 cents because it was a whole set of fairy flower wall arts that you can hang on your wall art cards that you can hang on your wall, one for each letter of the alphabet, and the whole set I got at a thrift store for $3. These are the beeswax candles that I make. The wax sheets were given to me, as were the wicks and the wick holders. So I just hand roll them. I put in herbs and things and oils as I roll them that have to do with whatever the candle color goes for. I have red, green, and white. White is used for protection and purifying your area. So these are made for that. The green are used for money attraction and abundance, and the red is used for like self-love, like if you're having depression and things like that, self-care, and love attraction. They also asked for non-common herbs. I grow tons of different herbs in my garden. These are hops. These are the same kind that are used to make alcohol. In fact, that's why the hops are here, because some of the people who live at the house with me used to make their own mead and beer and things like that. They no longer do, just because they don't have the time and they can no longer drink alcohol, but we still have the hops growing, and so I put them in the witchy boxes. Here's the other herb I'm including. This is called lamb's ear because it's very soft. It feels like a lamb's ear. It's also called betony. And this is a bracelet made out of various different kinds of agates and jaspers. And they said they like light blue. Oh, I forgot to say, the bracelet cost me nothing, because when I get my jewelry jars, I pull out anything I'm going to use for witchy boxes and pull out all the junk jewelry, and then I only count what's left over that I'm going to sell just plain towards the cost. So if I have a jewelry jar and it has 20 items to sell in it, and 10 got pulled out for witchy boxes, and then there's like 30 pieces of junk jewelry that I throw into a junk lot, I don't put these into the witchy box ones into the cost, nor do I put the junk lot into the cost, because I don't know if I'm ever going to use those, things like that. But my jewelry I sell by itself always ends up costing around 25 cents. So I don't count these guys as costing anything, really. Anything that's in the witchy boxes. So I count this as zero. It's a bonus because it's not something I'm selling. This person also said they really like mermaids. So I have this mermaid notebook and this mermaid pencil. I'm also including these really pretty shells. Shells are really good for emotion work. I found this little fox pin. Technically, it's a three-tailed fox, so it's a Japanese fox spirit. But they like furry little woodland animals, And so when I found this at the thrift store, I thought it would be great for them. These are jasper stones. I get them from a person who has a big property, and they go out and find chunks of jasper on their property and put them in a tumbler, and they sell them in big bags. So it's like straight from the earth to the customer in a very eco-friendly way. It's not any big machinery out there. It's just one person picking up pebbles on their property and throwing them into a tumbler. That's it. So these three cost me probably about 10 cents, since it was a big bag of different jaspers. And this is a bonus item, so it's not exactly witchy, but it is something they will like because their name starts with the letter A and purple is their favorite color. They love anything purple. So when I saw this for 25 cents at the thrift store, I was like, oh yes, I will grab this as a bonus item. If you notice, I had 12 items in here, not 10, because this was a 10 item box. I tend to grab a couple of really small things like this to do as bonus, and this time the bonuses are the pencil and the keychain. Everything else is what would normally come with the box, and then these two are bonus items. So overall, the whole box cost me $2.35 because it was mostly really small thrifted items, handmade items, or things that had been given to me for free, or things I had grown. And it sells for $25. So hopefully now you have a better idea of kind of what my subscription boxes look like and why maybe I don't pay so much for the items inside. I do have a wide variety of friends and family that give me items. I do have a lot of things I craft and grow myself. I do have a lot of places I can source where they're local artists that sell in big batches, so it brings my cost of items down quite a bit. I have a lot of good thrift stores around that have really good prices on jewelry and things of that nature. I buy a lot of things in bulk that have like for example the jewelry jars. There's a wide range of different types of jewelry in there, so anytime I come across natural wood, natural stones, things like that, I pull them aside specifically for the jewelry jars. Not jewelry jars, for the witchy boxes. So these are all ways I keep my costs low and still give people really nice things that they really want, so I make a profit. I've only ever had one person not like their box, and I sent out a questionnaire, and this person did not respond on their questionnaire. They didn't fill it out, and I asked them a couple different times. So that just goes to show me that most people, in fact, pretty much all the people, really like the boxes, and I have a fun time going out to the thrift stores and finding things for them.